Welcome back. Today, the Indianapolis Indians and GANGGANG are unveiling a new year-long partnership to bring educational and cultural activations leading up to Negro Leagues Weekend, Heritage Weekend here in August. Joining me is Anna Kaiser with the Indians and Misha Wide with GANGGANG. And could you really go into this partnership and what's it going to bring here for the city?
Absolutely. GANGGANG is excited to have an opportunity to celebrate the history and legacy of baseball in Indianapolis, especially telling the stories about those trailblazers, those really early on players that were able to make Indianapolis home with the Indianapolis Indians and the Clowns.
And why was this so important for you all to really make this a full year-long partnership instead of something just bringing it into that weekend for the city?
So it's amazing because people think that the Heritage Weekend is the only time that the Indians are focusing on this type of history, but it's a way for us to celebrate those that came before, telling the story about where we're going and really the evolution of that history in Indianapolis.
And Anna, we'll talk about that history. The Indians have had a big part in that as well to make sure that they're highlighting it.
Of course, we've been highlighting the Negro Leagues franchises in Indianapolis for over a decade now. First as our Civil Rights Nights and then as our Negro Leagues Nights. And we've been working with GANGGANG for over 14 months to really bring this partnership to life. We were pleased enough to host them during our 2025 Negro Leagues Night. Had a blast with them doing our Spark for Change and really being honored. And so we're excited to push this forward and celebrate both the Indianapolis ABCs and the Indianapolis Clowns, which were such huge franchises and such an important part of baseball history.
And this is important too, that fans are getting involved in this. There are different ways for them to be involved. Can you just kind of talk about their role in this partnership?
Yeah, so right now, fans can actually submit their Indianapolis baseball stories to IndyIndians.com/IndyBaseballStories. We're looking for anything. If you have any ties to the Negro Leagues in Indianapolis, a relative, a family friend, your grandfather, somebody that you are related to, or any stories of you playing Little League and growing up in the baseball culture of Indianapolis. We're looking for that right now. And then in May, we're going to be launching merchandise, jerseys. This hat will be worn on field during Negro Leagues Heritage Weekend in August. So we have a lot of really fun things coming up throughout the year leading up to those nights in August.
And we're got to talk about the merch. You can't have a partnership without a signature style. I mean, kind of talk about that a little bit of what we can see on the field and then for the fans as well.
Yeah, so actually this is a little bit of a teaser this morning. The cap, we've got the classic ABC's logo, new jerseys and hats designed by GANGGANG. We'll also have a little bit of Clowns merchandise and some jerseys in there as well. But these ABC's kits will be worn on field by the team, and then fans can bid on those throughout the weekend as well.
Oh, we love it. And final question for you. What are you hoping people get out of this partnership as you're going through the year?
I hope that people just understand the richness of the history and heritage, even the stories that are going to be told. It's a way for us to highlight access to the game of baseball and really what Indianapolis is to the baseball overall.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Such exciting things in store this year. Thank you, ladies, both so much.